Who's ready to earn an incentive? Are you ready to earn an incentive? You can do it. I don't care if you just started today. I don't care if you haven't been in your business being active for a while. I don't care if you kicked butt last month. This incentive is for every single consultant, and we're going to break down how you are going to earn it. All right, so we are in our spring incentive. We've had 3 levels, friends, 3 levels of incentive, which I actually like because it's kind of like taking a goal and then breaking it down into bigger chunks. So it is Scentsy's way of helping us to work our business. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing, right? So our very first, I'm pulling it up here on my workstation so I can walk through it with you, but our very first incentive, that was our focus on your team. Now, this one, actually, for level 1, you still have until the end of July to earn level 1. So I don't want you to think that just because we're past level 1 that you can't earn it, because you can, okay? You can. All you have to do to earn level 1 is to have enrolled 1 team member. Well, at least 1, you need 2 technically, but enroll a team member that joined, a new team member who joined between January 1st and July 31st, and they promote to certified. When you have 2 people who do that for that time frame, you earn level 1. There it is. Okay, level 1 in the bag, done. Okay, level 2 is over. Now that's the only part that is over. And what that was is that was focused on the club, right? So that was getting at least 3 new club subscribers that had a $50 or more Scentsy Club that ran on, or between rather, April 1st and May 31st. All right. So that's the only door that's closed. Okay. Door number 2 is closed. So if you did not earn that, that's okay. Right. It's not a big deal. But door number 2 is closed. Door number 3. Door number 3 is our focus on fragrance, which, I mean, come on. That's what we were born to do, right? That's what we live for. We live to focus on fragrance. And the things that we need to do for this incentive, again, are literally for anyone. Any single consultant can do this. So you need to sell at least 100 bars, and you need to sell at least 25 pods, a pack of pods, right? So our pod packages, right? We know what that is. Okay, our pods. For our wall fan diffusers, for our air purifier, for our Scentsy Goes, for our mini fan diffusers, all of those, right? That's what we're doing. So we're focusing on the fragrance. And so what I want you to really think about is, because you've got this month, you've got June, and you've got until the end of July. Okay, so end of July is our big ending point. So for incentive level 1, right, we can still get there. So if you have sponsored a team member between January 1st and into July, you need 2 of them, and both of them need to get to certified so you can earn level 1, okay? Number 2 is closed. Number 3 is our fragrance. So that's the one that we're going to focus on today, but I still want you to keep in mind level 1, okay? That one is not out of the running. You can still get there as well. But today we're focusing on this one. So how do we really start? So what you need to do when you're focusing on an incentive, whether it's this one, whether it's, usually we have one in the fall as well, and that's usually a trip. That's our big one, right? That's the one that we really all get excited about earning, right? We need a plan. We have to have a plan in place of how we're going to do this. So I'm going to kind of walk you backwards through this plan, because, and you'll understand why I'm doing that. But here's the thing with this incentive. Scentsy has really left the gates wide open for us to run on this incentive piece, right? So level 3, we have the ability to run the course. You can get bars or pods, coming through, whether it's just a regular PWS order, whether it's a party order, whether it's somebody who has a Scentsy Club that's running, and maybe they get, well, I'm sure most of them probably have bars, but maybe they also get pods in there too. Also this month, hello, our whiff box includes 2 bars and 1 pack of pods. Hello, that's added in as well, right? So anybody who purchases a whiff box this month, you are automatically getting those incentive points towards earning this incentive, okay? For getting points towards that 100 bars and 25 packs of pods. So they've really left it open. So making a plan on how we're going to do this, like I said, I'm going to walk you through it backwards because this is how I'm personally doing it. So the first thing that I did when I was making my plan, I started on June 1st because I like to personally try and get my incentives done and locked in as soon as I can. I don't like to wait until the last minute on an incentive. It gives me anxiety and I don't need any extra anxiety. I have enough. I'm good, okay? So I like to try and give myself that earlier cutoff. So in my head, in my mind, in my plan, my goal is to have this done by June 30th, okay? That's my plan. Because then I still have July as like my cushion area, okay? So what I did first is I started out with how many Scentsy Clubs are running this month and how many bars are in those Scentsy Club subscriptions. So if you don't already know how to do this, you can do this. You can find this out if you have club subscribers. You can go to the Orders tab on your workstation, click on Scentsy Club, and when you click on Scentsy Club, it will show you where you can view your upcoming Scentsy Club orders, right? So I can see all the ones in June. I can see July. I think I can even see out to August, September. Yeah, September is as far as it goes for me right now. So I can see it already played out 4 ways, right? So what I did, and then in that area where you can see those upcoming club subscriptions, you can see, first of all, the frequency of how often they're running. So is it monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly, right? They can get it every month, every other month, every 3 months. And then you can also view the details of their club. So you can see exactly what they're getting in their club. All right. So that was the first thing I did is I went to my club orders and I looked in June and I said, okay, now how many of these are having bars that are part of their club subscription? And then I went ahead and just took that out. So 100 minus and then took that out. I also looked to see who specifically, not only if they had pods, but also specifically because I knew the whiff box contents for June, right? I was able to look to see who all is getting a whiff box because, again, I know that's going to count as one of my pods, right? So I looked at that. So I took that and subtracted that from 25, right? Then you get to, this is what I have left. So then you just need to figure out the plan for what you have remaining. So what is remaining, right? How many bars and how many more packs of pods do you need after those Scentsy Clubs run? Now, if you want to go ahead and plan to get this done in June like me, then just count June and then you can have your buffer, you can have your cushion in July. But you can also go ahead and you can plan out for July too. Example, doing it through your Scentsy Club, right? Seeing what's coming out. So it's going to take you just a little bit of time to go through there and look through each one so you can count those through, right? Now, if you have some club subscribers already that are tried and true club subscribers, you may be able to sit here and say, oh, I've got this in the bag. I don't even have to worry about getting anything extra, right? Yay, that's fantastic, right? Because that is just building your brand, building your customer base. Those customers are happy. You're happy. People are getting discounts on their Scentsy. It's amazing. It's an all-around win situation, right? But if you don't have any club subscribers, well, then you really need to have a plan, right? So you can, of course, start breaking that down, okay? So you can divide 100 by the 6-pack, by the 3-pack, and you can really look to see exactly how many do I need to get. We do have those trackers on the Facebook pages, so if you haven't already grabbed one of those trackers, you can go ahead and do a search. Just pull up tracker or even incentive in the search bar on the Facebook page or in the group, and then you'll be able to get to those documents and you can pull them forward. That will help you. For me, I am truly a visual person, so I do have a tracker downloaded. I actually just keep mine on the iPad, and then that way I can just go in there, and I like it because it's satisfying for me to go in there and color them in on the iPad. I know, I'm a nerd like that. But you can do the same thing with the tracker too. Print it out, you can color in the bars if you want to, right? Whatever you need to do. Or you can get creative and make your own tracker, right? Maybe you don't want to color in bars. Maybe you'd like to color in a rainbow, right? So just figure out how you're going to make your tracker. Do that, print it out, color it in, right? Have the kids help you, get them excited, right? You can even do, this is a really cute idea that I was thinking of earlier today when I was kind of brainstorming ideas when it's getting the kids involved. I love the kids involved in our businesses. Honestly, mine, the youngest, she is 13. She's been doing this with me since she was 1.5, right? So she's seen mommy running her Scentsy business and doing this Scentsy thing for almost all of her entire life, right? So for her, if she was still younger, right, I could kind of get her excited. And I was like, what would I do if she was still younger to get her excited so we can kind of count off together? And I came up with the idea because it reminded me of back in the day when I was a kid, and we would always make a chain, you know, like those little paper chains that you would make for Christmas, and then every night you'd tear one of the little links off, right? And then you'd be able to count down to see how many days until Christmas. It was so exciting for us. I just remember doing that all the time when I was a kid, and I did it for my kids when they were younger too. But that I thought was a really great idea to kind of bring that concept into this incentive, right? So if you've got younger kids, get them excited too. That is also going to kind of help you with your marketing, sharing how you're working your business, because your customers and your team members, right? They want to see you. They get just as excited getting to see the kids tearing off a chain every single night. I was just like, oh my gosh, that would just be adorable. Now, my 13-year-old, she is certainly not going to play with that idea with me. But for those of you who have the younger kids, I would encourage you to try something fun like that, right? So just a visualization, okay? I am very visual. I like to see things. So I have my tracker. I have my things. So now we know, after you've taken out your club, right, how many more do you need? So where are those going to come from? Now, in June, we do have Bring Back My Bar that is happening. So, I wonder what we could do with that, right? Okay, so you could put together like your favorite 3-pack, your favorite 6-pack, offer that out to your customers. Personally, I'm doing like a pod special. Now, I can't share that publicly, but when I'm emailing, texting, chatting in a private message on Facebook or Instagram, or mailing things out, I've already got a flyer put together, right? How I'm going to share that personal special. So if that's something you want to do, then that's something you can do. Just remember, you can't do a personal special publicly, right? It needs to be a one-to-one communication. So look at the different ways that you can really work for this incentive, right? Now, it may not seem like a lot, okay? Our prize that we earn for getting this level of the incentive are those custom Scentsy lawn or outdoor chairs, right? They fold up, they come in a bag. We all probably have them either in the car or in the garage or even out back on the deck, right? These are going to be more or less like a status symbol, right? Every single time that you pull those chairs out, you're going to be reminded that you hit a goal, that you worked for something, that you pushed hard to accomplish this. So I don't want you to just look at them like, oh, well, they're just chairs. I don't need chairs. I want you to look at it as a challenge to yourself. What is it going to look like when you pull those chairs out every single time? When you go to the ball fields, when you go fishing, when you go to the park, when you go to the lake, right? Wherever it is that you're going to be taking lawn chairs to, or even if it's just sitting in your own backyard. Every time you sit in that chair, you are going to be reminded of how you got those chairs. And it's going to be a sense of pride. It's going to give you a sense of accomplishment. And let me tell you right here, right now, every single one of us needs that. You guys have seen the phrase and the saying, right? If nobody else has told you today you're awesome, you guys are awesome. And you can do this. Like I said, I don't care if you just joined today. I don't care if you've been doing this like me for like 12 years, right? I don't care. Every single person can do this incentive and earn it. So have the self-motivation to say, I can do this. Watch me. Right? How fun is this? Okay, so you're gonna need to make a plan. Now, whether that's a personal special, maybe you've got some parties going, maybe you're gonna talk about Bring Back My Bar, maybe you're gonna share and start talking more about pods. You guys, when Scentsy creates these incentives, what they're really trying to do is to help us to expand our customer base, right? To give us a challenge that's gonna maybe have us have a different conversation with our customers. One of the ways that I personally am doing that is with the pods, right? I have a ton of wax and warmer customers. That's where the heart of my business is. But I want them who are just as much a wax and warmer crowd, I want them to be expanding into our other product lines as well, right? The mini fan diffusers, I will tell you, I keep one at my desk at work. And even the surgeons, when they come in, they'll come up to the desk, they'll just be like, oh, it smells nice up here. Yeah, I know it does. You're welcome, right? Hello. These are just great ways that we can introduce fragrance in our everyday lives, right? So if I'm able to do that, I know my customers are able to do that. Here at home, I love having my Scentsy Go when we're traveling, things like that. It's also great around the house. It's just wonderful. The mini fan diffusers that you plug into the wall, like I've got one here. In fact, in my office, look, right there, over there. You see that little guy there, right? I've got a couple warmers in here, okay? That doesn't mean that I still don't need a wall fan. I love having that wall fan, and it's really great for those smaller spaces. I have one in our laundry room / mud room, right? It just kind of keeps the area fresh. Those are really perfect spots, okay? And then especially if you live in a house that has like the outlets that are a little bit lower and you have kids or you have pets, hello, no mess, no worries about waxidents happening, right? That's where the pod system comes in. And that's what we want our customers to really start remembering, right? Yes, we are born and built on wax and warmers, but we have amazing products too that come in other product lines. So it's giving us the opportunity to really build on our relationships with our customers to tell them about these other products, right? So that's what Scentsy's doing with this incentive. It's just wonderful how they do that. Because in the end, what it's doing is it's helping us. It's helping us have conversations. It's helping us build relationships. And it's helping us to get to know our customers better and maybe look at them a little bit different, right? We're not necessarily looking at them as just customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, right? You're looking at them as people and you're saying, what did they do in their life, right? How is it that one of these products could better serve them? Pods are a great way. I have a customer who I've had for many, many years, and her and her husband go RVing. They have an RV, and last summer, she was like, I need pods. She was like, because I don't want to have to worry about wax in a warmer or even in a mini warmer in the RV. She was all about getting everything she needed for her RV, right? She needed it to be a no mess situation, but having the fragrance, right? So that was a perfect product line just for her, right? Look for those ways that you can have those conversations, build on the relationships, and get to know your customers. What are they doing that maybe something would be a great fit for them? So, are you guys ready to make your plan? I hope you are. I want to hear all about it. So drop it down below. Let me know what your plan is. Let me know what you're thinking about doing. If you haven't started, you've still got time to start, right? We have the entire rest of the month of June and we have July as well. But I am going to nudge you and push you a little bit and encourage you. Try and get it done in June. Let July be the cushion. Try and get it done in June. You guys can do this. I know you can. I believe in you, and I know that it's possible. So let's get to earning this incentive, because we are just practicing. We are just getting warmed up for our fall incentive, friends. And I want you to have the drive and the excitement ready to go for when that next incentive is announced. Bye.